Dear Taurus, something extraordinary is on the horizon for you, a moment that has never been experienced before. A special kind of justice is coming your way, bringing with it a double reward. There are rare treasures in life that surface only once, and you are standing at the threshold of such a moment. Today, I invite you to explore the journey of a Taurus, perhaps reflecting your own experiences, who has faced numerous challenges and quiet efforts without receiving the recognition they deserve. But remember, sacred justice is always at work, and a dual gift is approaching, both a reward and the stability you deeply crave. Stay with me until the end of this message, as the guidance you need to hear will reveal itself in full only after we traverse this path together. If your heart has ever felt heavy, but still holds on to belief in steadfastness and goodness, leave a simple dot in the comments below. I want to know you're here, sharing this journey with me. Today's exploration will unfold through 5 distinct doors, each representing a part of the sacred gift the universe has in store for you. The first door won't immediately reveal what you are about to receive. Instead, it will acknowledge the silent efforts and unwavering endurance you have shown. You see, there are burdens that weigh heavily, responsibilities that most people cannot carry. Yet you, dear Taurus, have traversed these trials quietly, persistently, and without complaint. We begin from that very place, the spot where you have experienced fatigue and pressure beyond what others could comprehend. You may not fully recognize it now, but I want you to understand this deeply. You have lived through days that demanded extraordinary patience and strength. Someone once said that those with the most steadfast hearts often endure the greatest burdens in silence. After over 2 decades of offering guidance, I can confirm that this rings true for you. You possess an incredibly dependable and stable heart, yet you embody a quiet resilience that sets you apart. You don't shout in the storm. You don't demand recognition from the world. Instead, you endure patiently, holding on to the belief that stability and good results will eventually manifest. I know you have poured your entire energy and loyalty into someone or something, hoping, building, and giving more than any ordinary person could. Yet what did you receive in return? Being overlooked, taken for granted, or met with turned backs. You continued onward, not because you were unaware of unfairness, but because you refused to let your steadfastness waver. You may have worried in silence, praying for the peace and security of others, even as you felt insecure yourself. You sacrificed your own comfort to grant stability to those around you. And I want you to know this: the universe has witnessed every single moment of effort. Not one drop of sweat fell without leaving its mark. Perhaps you don't seek praise for your reliability, but dear Taurus, your steadfastness is a bedrock in a world increasingly lacking foundation. Your patience is not a sign of resignation. It's a testament to your belief that results will manifest even when cultivation takes time. You may have questioned why those who lack persistence seem to get things easily, while you, who strive to build solidly, see slow returns. The answer lies in nature itself. Mighty oaks do not grow overnight. They need time to root deeply and grow strong. When they mature, they stand firm against any storm. You do not demand rewards, and it is precisely this humility and persistence that makes you deserving. It is in this moment that the precious gift you await becomes a reality, a reward for the persistence you never sought recognition for. Something precious is indeed on its way to you, but it does not come to those who demand it. It arrives for those who have silently built while keeping their hearts true and grounded. You may have carried your burdens alone, but those efforts are now transforming into a solid foundation. If you've ever been loyal without receiving appreciation, if you've sacrificed without acknowledgement, please leave a heart or share your story here. In this space, we heal together, and I believe what is coming to you is not merely a reward for diligence, but a profound sacred justice that only those rich in persistence can truly grasp. And then, a delightful surprise awaits. Not just one reward, but two. Perhaps what has kept you moving through stagnant days is a quiet belief that someday a door of opportunity would open. Not because you knocked hard, but because you were always worthy of stepping through it onto solid ground. Today, that moment is closer than ever. The first gift the universe offers is liberation from stagnation, a release not born of ordinary logic, but of faith and divine agreement. In the next segment, I will share what awaits you. Something that once felt impossible is now unfolding, especially as you've stopped expecting anything at all. There are doors in life that cannot be opened with mere keys. They only swing open when the soul has listened deeply, waited patiently, and journeyed within to find its inner strength. I know you've wondered if you would be stuck in this holding pattern forever, but today, a powerful message from divine guidance is meant just for you. A sequence of energies emerges like a sacred wake-up call. I rarely see this combination appear for a single sign, but this time it's for you, Taurus. And it's not a warning. It's an awakening. This is a sign from the universe that you are about to break free from the loop of stagnation that has entrapped your soul and potential for far too long. The initial energy symbolizes holding on too tightly, entrapment not by external circumstances, but by your own inner fear of change and loss. It doesn't bind you with physical chains, but with the questions you've repeated in your mind. Why am I stuck? Do I deserve stability and growth? Can anyone see my quiet efforts? Then a sudden necessary disruption appears, not to destroy you, but to shatter the rigid shell and the resistance to change that has prevented you from realizing your true potential. And after it all comes the energy of a new, tangible opportunity, a solid beginning, prosperity, and a grounded reality. I believe that some forms of assistance do not come from other people, but from divine will. The stuckness you face will not be resolved through sheer willpower or reason. It will be transformed through universal agreement. When you genuinely believe you deserve to be free and grow, the universe does not require you to fight. It simply needs you to believe in your own liberation and potential. There are burdens that only require acknowledgement, not explanation. You don't have to force yourself to pretend everything is fine anymore. All you need to do is accept that it's time to let go of old patterns and resistance. Letting go doesn't signify loss. It means you are creating space for something new and more substantial. Sometimes the answers do not come through pursuit. They arise from acceptance and the value you place on yourself. When you begin to believe this, something beautiful occurs. What once suffocated you or held you back will no longer hold power over you. You will start to feel more grounded, deeper, more secure. You'll come to realize that freedom isn't something out there. It begins with inner peace and stability. I understand how challenging it can be to look at yourself in the mirror and affirm, I am stable and worthy. Yet sometimes all it takes is the courage to gaze into your own eyes and declare, I deserve peace and prosperity. That's when everything starts to shift. What you release with faith will return to you as a tangible miracle. If you find yourself stuck in a situation, a job, a habit, a psychological loop, write it down, not as a complaint, but as a form of acknowledgement. Sometimes, simply recognizing your struggles is the first step toward liberation. If you've overcome something significant, please don't hesitate to share it below. Your stories can illuminate the path for others seeking stability. We are fostering a community where those who have stumbled can rise again and support one another in gratitude. This is the second gift the universe offers you. Not material possessions alone, not apologies from the past, but mental freedom, a loving release from rigidity, and a heart reborn from endurance. Justice from the universe is on the way, and you are about to break free from the loop that has confined your soul's growth. But that's not all. What lies ahead will not only liberate you, but elevate you to new heights of stability and achievement you haven't dared to dream of. In the next segment, prepare to receive the third gift, success born of karma and consistent effort. Trust me, you won't want to miss this moment. There's a truth that only those who have worked tirelessly understand. True justice doesn't echo like a gavel in a courtroom. It blossoms in silence through the flourishing of those once overlooked. Dear Taurus, you have provided stability and dedication more than you have received. You've endured years of effort that went unnoticed, unappreciated by others. But the universe has seen it all, and today I want you to remember this double reward. The success you are about to embrace is recognition for the steadfastness and goodness that was overlooked. Perhaps you were underestimated. Perhaps someone you trusted hindered your chance. But time, in its quietude, is delivering justice in its own unique way. The success you are about to achieve is not by chance. It is the sweet fruit of what you have quietly sown through your persistence and hard work. I believe that every act of steadfast building leaves a mark on the fabric of the universe. And when the time is right, those marks create a pathway leading you to a tangible triumph you never envisioned. No one needs to return justice to you, for justice is finding you in the form of a solid opportunity. The most remarkable part is this: you don't have to fight to reclaim anything. When you've matured enough, when you've achieved inner stability, life opens the path for you to continue forward on solid ground. Forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting. It means you no longer require the other person to pay because you have received your reward from life itself through your own earned success. Taurus, I see a deep shift in your energy. Something is changing, subtly, silently, yet powerfully grounding. I believe it is a redefinition of your worth in the eyes of the universe. Remember that feeling of being stuck or undervalued? You are no longer in that place. The one who was once overlooked is now the one being chosen for their reliability and strength. You may have questioned why you had to endure so much delay, but now you will see that every period of waiting was part of a greater plan to build a solid foundation. The reward is not merely what you attain, but who you become in the process. More resilient, more grounded, more aware of your own worth. You once sacrificed without anyone knowing. Now, you succeed without needing applause. Have you ever forgiven someone without them knowing? Share that experience, for it may inspire someone who is learning to let go of resentment. Don't keep it to yourself. Let our healing community bask in the light of your stability and recovery. You'll soon realize that true success is not about defeating others. It's about looking back at your journey and smiling at your resilience. I went through it all and still maintained my integrity and stability. Justice sometimes arrives quietly, but it always finds the right person. You've received the second gift, success born of consistent effort. But don't think the journey ends here. Another hand is reaching out, not to lead you, but to walk alongside you, to build with you. In the next part, I will share the fourth gift, the collaborative companion, the second hand of the universe, the one you least expected. This is not necessarily someone who comes to love you romantically, but someone who arrives to help you fulfill your mission of building something lasting. Open your heart, for the most sacred things often come in the humblest, most practical forms. Some people enter your life like a sturdy foundation, gentle, yet powerful enough to provide the stability your soul has craved for so long. Divine guidance whispered something special when I looked into the energies for Taurus. A combination signifying nurturing, practical support, alongside collaborative effort toward a tangible goal. This is not necessarily a sign of romance. It signifies a sacred and practical connection between you and another, perhaps someone with supportive, grounded energy. This person embodies nurturing, practicality, stability, and collaboration. They don't come to do things for you, they come to collaborate with you on what you've longed to build, but needed support or expertise to pursue. I believe each of us is gifted with someone like this in life, not just for romantic love, but for spiritual and practical resonance. Someone who inspires you to trust again, to dare to build again, to live with stability as if you've never been shaken. This is not just affection. It's sacred fate meeting practical application. Their presence at the moment you thought you would have to build everything alone is proof that the universe has never abandoned you. This companion might be a partner, a mentor, or a new friend. Someone who enters your life with a fresh, grounded perspective. They won't ask about your past struggles. They will simply recognize the inherent strength and reliability within you and choose to build something alongside you. When you no longer expect someone to save you, that's when the one who truly deserves to arrive shows up to collaborate. Dear Taurus, I know you're accustomed to doing everything on your own, relying on your own strength, but open your heart. What's coming isn't dependence, it's synergy. Two souls understanding each other through shared goals and values. If you've ever met someone who awakened the sacred builder within you, even for just a moment, share that story below. They may have transformed you without even knowing it, and your narrative today might resonate with someone who desperately needs that spark of collaborative energy. We are not healed by perfection. We are healed by those who dare to stay and build with us when we are not whole. When you step into this connection gently, without attachment, without unrealistic expectations, you'll find this is the missing piece in your journey towards tangible manifestation. Not everyone stays forever, but a few who arrive at the right time to help build are enough. You are no longer building alone. This isn't merely a reward. It's the universe extending its hand, not to pull you away, but to say, I'm here. We'll continue building this journey together. In the final chapter of this exploration, you will understand that all the miracles you've received were not mere luck. This is the final gift the universe wants you to grasp, the result of the justice your steadfast soul has awaited for so long. Stay with me, for the upcoming conclusion will be where everything aligns. A symphony of destiny composed from your kindness, persistence, and unwavering faith in solid ground. When the noise settles, when you've navigated storms unseen by others and endured long days of thankless effort, there's one thing you must know. What's happening to you today is not luck. This is the return of justice. Not the justice of this world, where right and wrong are weighed, but a justice from a higher realm, from the universe itself, from karma, from the silent prayers for stability you once sent into the darkest nights of your life. The highest recognition is not applause. It's a quiet moment when you realize you no longer have to prove anything because your foundation is solid. Dear Taurus, your journey was never random. Every effort, every moment of waiting, every time you chose integrity over shortcuts has been recorded. Not in words, but in energy. And today, the universe returns to you peace, tangible success, harmony, and a deep sense of self-worth. You don't need anyone to come and say you were right. When you live true to your values, when you no longer feel small but stand firmly on the ground you've built, that is the greatest victory. Forgiveness is powerful, but maintaining a steadfast and dependable heart after everything, that is greatness. Perhaps those who hurt or overlooked you will never apologize, but now you will see that you no longer need them to. The reward has arrived. Justice has been served through your own tangible achievements and inner peace. No declarations are needed, no audience required. Justice does not always arrive with noise. Sometimes it comes with a dawn that brings with it a profound sense of security. You have come full circle. You no longer need to find your security in others. You don't need to chase what has fallen away. You are standing at the center of your being, grounded and secure, and from here, all good things will begin to grow. This is not the end. It is the beginning of a new chapter where you no longer walk in fear or stagnation, but in faith, a faith that you have been chosen, not by accident, but for your enduring strength. I may not be perfect, but I have lived with persistence and integrity, and today that effort is returning to me. If you're still reading, I know you're not here by chance. You've stayed because a part of you is ready to receive this sacred promise of stability. Leave a comment, a dot, a word of thanks, not for me, but for yourself, for having made it through the past and for still being here, listening with your whole, steadfast heart. If this message resonates with you, please share it. Somewhere, someone else needs to hear a whisper like this, to believe that life is still beautiful and that justice always finds its way back to those who build with integrity. When you release old resistance, you will hear the voice of truth whispering to you, you are worthy, you are grounded, and you are secure.